At some point growing up, my vision changed. And slowly, I stopped being able to see past about this far in front of my face.
What?
Basically anything past like 10 inches.
I mean, that's the same problem that I
blurry.
have.
So eventually I got glasses. And with them, my world turns from this to this.
Oh my god. You guys want to
This
see?
whole experience, as inconvenient as it is,
You guys want to see what happened when you look in my glasses? I know, trippy, right?
is more widespread than it's ever been.
Myopia.
Myopia, am I saying it right?
A rise in short-sightedness.
The researchers actually called it an epidemic.
But they're still trying to figure out why this
Oh,
is.
it's from Fox. Okay,
Rates of
that's why.
myopia or nearsightedness or needing glasses to see things far away.
It's true
have
that
been
most of my
rising
friends
for
wear
decades.
glasses. I don't know
In
why.
the US where I live, just 25% of people were myopic in 1971. By 2004, that number was up to 42%. And if current trends continue, it's estimated
Yo,
that half of the
we
world's
blind
population
gang.
will be myopic.
Somebody's out there poking
and a growing
eyes.
portion have high myopia, which the WHO categorizes
Imagine
as a
if it's
prescription
just Santa Claus, like Santa Claus every year, he just
stronger than
comes to
-5.
your house
That
in
puts them
Christmas
at
and
risk
just
of
like,
losing their sight one day. For decades, researchers thought that whether or not you needed glasses was just a matter of genetics. And it partly is. Having
Yeah.
one myopic parent doubles your odds of being nearsighted, and having two increases the
My
odds
kids
fivefold. But humans don't change this fast.
My kids
The
will be
abruptness of this
blind,
increase
I swear.
suggests that this change is environmental. Something about the way we live today is making it harder and harder for people to see at a distance.
for real?
So what could it be?
Dude, evolution. Yo.
Most people are born
Christianity,
with eyes
who?
that are too short from front to back. In this shape, the lens focuses images behind the retina. That's the light-sensitive tissue at the back of the eye. That makes the eye hyperopic, or farsighted, blurry up close and clear from far away. But as we grow up, our eyes grow too, until they
Okay.
reach a spherical shape. In this shape, the lens focuses light directly onto the retina and
It's good,
produces
it's
a clear
aesthetic.
image. But sometimes, the eye keeps growing longer. In this shape, the lens can focus up-close images onto the retina,
Dude, I
but at a
swear,
distance,
people's
focus at a
BBLs
point
be
in
like
front.
that.
All of us with myopia just have eyeballs that have grown too long.
Oh,
The eye does not look like a basketball
Dude.
anymore.
yo, I got them long eyes, baby. What's good?
It looks more like a rugby ball.
That's Xiangmei Sao. She's a myopia epidemiologist and physician in Singapore.
It is a lifelong disease, so once you're myopic, it doesn't regress.
So what's making more and more people's
I messed
eyes
up.
grow longer than they should? The evidence points to the way we spend time in childhood and adolescence. That's
Okay.
when our eyes grow fastest, so it's when most people's myopia develops and then stabilizes, though it can
mean-
develop later if you abuse your vision enough. Two factors in particular have the biggest influence: near work, or the time that we spend looking at things up close, and how much time we spend indoors. In a healthy eye, muscles have to squeeze the lens in order to focus up-close images onto the retina. So some experts theorize that if your eyes grow up straining to look at things up close a lot of the time, they'll just grow longer to reduce that strain.
Oh my god.
But the evidence on this explanation is mixed. The stronger explanation is time spent indoors. Exposure to bright outdoor light stimulates the production of dopamine in the retina. This neurotransmitter regulates the eye's growth. Without enough dopamine, the eye doesn't know when to stop growing. And indoors, it's hard to get enough.
The light from the sun.
Oh my
has up
gosh,
to
so my mom was
100,000
right.
lux
Yo,
on a sunny day.
when they tell you to go
But
touch
as
some
you
grass,
move,
by the way,
the light levels
welcome to my
generally
grass.
on
Go
the
touch some
river.
grass.
But between electronic devices
That
and
is-
early emphasis on academics,
that is scary.
eye experts believe that children today are growing up with a combination of too little daylight and too much time doing things up close. And nowhere
Oh
is
my
that
God.
more
I need
apparent
to-
than
I
in
need to
East
push
and
back.
Southeast
I need to
Asia.
step back.
To that amount of time
I want my
outside.
eyes to
This
see
could
again.
possibly be
I want my
because
eyes
of the children have a lot more homework. They attend tuition centers and they spend more time reading and writing.
Needing glasses or contacts to see for the rest of your life is obviously inconvenient. But in
Very.
the long term, the consequences of that distorted eyeball shape can become serious.
Oh my god.
University of Houston professor of optometry Mark Bullimore explained this to me.
You know, you're born with a finite amount of tissue that make up the various,
Dude.
quite simply, places additional stress on those structures. The retina's been stretched so much that it starts to break and then sort of peel off like an old piece of paint.
The longer those eye structures are stretched, the higher the risk of disorders like myopic macular degeneration, retinal detachment, glaucoma, and cataracts.
So we're finding this almost linear relationship between the amount of myopia and the risks into your vision later in life. We
Oh my gosh.
used to think about myopia
So I'm gonna be
as
blind. So I'm
an
actually
optical
gonna be
defect.
blind?
Now we think about it much more as a disease.
And the earlier a child becomes myopic, the more serious their myopia can become, and the greater the risk of debilitating conditions, which means it's important to intervene as early as possible.
Oh.
So what does that look like? For those who start to develop myopia, there's treatment. First are multifocal soft contacts and glasses. They make peripheral vision intentionally blurry, which appears to slow the progression of myopia. Then there's orthokeratology, or ortho-K lenses, hard contact lenses worn only at night that reshape the wearer's cornea while they sleep, so that they can see at a distance during the day.
I did
and
none
there
of
are
this, so
atropine eye
I'm-
drops,
I'm
low
already
doses
lost.
of a substance that
I'm already
temporarily
lost.
paralyzes the
It's-
eye's focusing muscles, which
It's
seems
too
to
late for
reduce
me.
the development of myopia. But the first line of defense is prevention. The simplest and most effective way to prevent myopia is to get kids to spend more
outside.
time outside.
Be outside.
In Taiwan,
But
the
that's-
government introduced a nationwide program in 2010 encouraging schools to get students outside for 2 hours every day.
But that's
It
weird
appears
though,
to have
because most of my
successfully
life
reversed a
has been
40-year-long
spent
increase
outside.
in myopia
Like,
rates.
I
And since
grew up in-
2001, Singapore has funded
I
public
grew up in
education
third world
promoting time
countries
outdoors
and like
and
places where
conducted
you had to be
annual
outside to
vision screenings at schools.
socialize,
And it
to
seems to be working.
socialize with other people. So
Right
like,
now, these rates may be higher
but
than ever.
since my
But
mom
the
wears
future of
glasses and my
myopia
grandpa
will
wears
only look
glasses,
like
like
this if
I
we
have
keep
like
doing
the whole
things
side
the
of my
same
mom
way.
wears glasses.
we've
So
never
I
been
guess
in a
that
better
it's
position to change.
hereditary in my case, but like that's weird, man. Like knowing that because I started not seeing when I was 7 means that I'll probably be blind when I'm 50 or something. That's messed up, man. It's all my mom's fault. Anyways, like and subscribe.